I have one question. What is your moat? Yeah, before I give you any money, what is your moat? Like, I really feel that at this point, no one really knows what is your actual defensibility is, like what you're actually keeping you safe from, like competitors. Everyone's saying it's having a better model, it's having like, it's not, it's the distribution, it's everything. And honestly, I just feel that it's just a question that brings you anxiety and no one actually knows the answer to. um, so I've been building Preceptor for a year now. Preceptor is a tool that came from a problem that I had, which is I used to spend a lot of time trying to understand what users are doing with my product, like whether it's a website or an app. And I really don't know if they're like, the user is happy, is the UX good, is everything going well, did they face problems. I do it with Sentry, with PostHog. We try to build like analytics dashboards, error handling for Sentry to find out like if there's an error or something happens, and rely mostly on a user screaming and saying, "Oh, there's a problem, please fix it." And to be honest, maybe like that used to work. And for me, I just wanted to build something that proactively does that, which was Perceptor. What's doing is like, it's a tool that watches the users and proactively tells you if there's something wrong. Like, you can tell it, please, the checkout page, if the user is frustrated, please tell me when did it happen and why did it happen so that we fix it. Or like, if there is a big problem that happened, please tell me. And it does that for you out of the box. I built it. Like, I built that product. But the problem with this, when I started to talk to people, maybe like potential investors, the first question that I get asked, like, what's your moat? What prevents PostHog, Hotjar, these people from coming and like destroying you? And to be honest, that question kept me up at night. Like, sometimes I get so much anxiety that I'm not even able to sleep. And sometimes I just wanted to quit because like, that's just how I felt about this. And to be honest, until this day, I don't even have the actual answer to this, except that, yeah, like I can, it's the abstraction. And like, oh, these companies can do some sort, I think they already do a lot of stuff with AI, but it's about like making things easier for the customer. Like, for example, if I focus on founders who don't have time building something and they build this, so yeah, like maybe I can become the go product for them. But then the next question comes, like, is it a lifestyle business or is it going to be some sort of a big business? And that's what causes the analysis paralysis, I could say. Because yeah, maybe this can be something that brings you, let's say, 100k ARR. Like, ARR is like the amount of money that you get in a year, so it's just fancy. But it's just like how many dollars you can get per year. So if you hear ARR, it's yearly. MRR, it's monthly. It's just people like being sophisticated. um, so yeah, like it can do that. But then the next question is like, it has like, does it has potential to become like a unicorn or something like that? And you always think about it like, okay, so I don't know, like maybe it can't. Maybe because like the competitors will crush you. Like, maybe PostHog will be willing to lose a lot of money just to get you out of business. Maybe they are not even your competitors. Maybe you can switch to a very different market. Maybe you can go to, I don't know, like for e-commerce for pregnant women. I don't know, but um, at the end of the day, it just keeps you up at night. Like, you become like obsessed with finding something that no one ever found and trying to build something that no one ever built, and trying to become like someone that's like, the competitors will never ever come close to you. But I believe that this is like, through time, like throughout the year that I've been building, I just realized that this is just utter nonsense. Like, especially with like how fast you can build things now, I just believe that, man, like, you just need to focus on like something, a problem that actually exists, and just don't overthink it. It's just easier said than done. Like, it's just so easy to say that. And like whenever you go to any accelerator, incubator, and any mentor, and he'll just tell you focus on the problem, on your customers, and everything will be good. But man, it's not that. It's not that easy. I read a lot of books, and I know what's the right thing to be done, but it is just not that easy. It's not like, like, I'll tell you example. Like, I can focus on engineering managers, for example, and for like working on SMEs, and maybe that becomes my ICP. But it's easier said than done. How do you know that these are like the right customer? And the thing is, like, that brings you anxiety. How do you know that this is actually the right way to frame the solution with the product, with the customer? You know, maybe if you have some advice, I'd love to hear it. But I just feel like what happens is, like, you start to think about, like, every decision that you take has a lot of consequences, and that brings a lot of anxiety. And like, there is no framework to tell you, okay, you can just go right or left. You can find yourself, like, you can go like right with 1 degree, with negative 10 degrees, like, you can go in any direction, you can do anything. And that just causes, like, it's like the idea of, like, you have to choose with a lot of different options, and they all seem very similar. I just feel that. And what's weird for me, like, I never found any content about, like, founders speaking about this. They just say you look into the abyss and you assemble an aircraft a parachute while you jump from an aircraft. Like, I hear that a lot, but man, like, the actual experience, like, man, it's very hard. It's really hard. Like, I read a lot of memoirs. I used to daydream about me, Elon Musk, and Steve Jobs sitting in one room and speaking about the future. So I thought I had everything, but it's harder. Um, Anyways, that's what I'm trying to figure out in the next couple of weeks, whether I'll continue in this problem. Is it worth it or not? Or, like, maybe I join someone, maybe I find something else that gets me excited. Maybe this is just like part of it, and like at some point I reach a certain validation, and yeah, like, it will break through and become a unicorn, pun intended. So yeah, see you in the next video. But it's just me, like, ranting, and thank you for staying until, like, it's 7 minutes now. Peace.